Yo, what's up? This video is specifically directed for Ireland and the US, but also UK, Europe, and the rest of the world are a part of it in certain aspects and so on. I'm half Irish, I've got Irish connections. So Joe Biden visiting Belfast for the Good Friday Agreement anniversary is fantastic. And that he's going to go to the Republic of Ireland and see where his ancestry is and everything is fantastic in itself. Um, to bridge that connection between Ireland and the US closer and better. And I think there's common goals that Republic of Ireland and Northern Ireland can work on, such as Brexit. The hate for Brexit is important and fantastic because that was a numpty mistake by obviously the UK. And peace and prosperity to prevail in Ireland is very important. That Christians and Protestants can get on very well together and not have problems. And religion should not separate such a great country with so much potential. Great countries with so much potential, may I say. And we see what's happening in Israel and Palestine and this disgraceful constant barrage of from both ways. Yeah, and look, what happens in Ireland could potentially make them look over and realise what the hell is wrong with us. And so yeah, and there's so much opportunities and prospect, as I say. Ireland is such a special country, such a special place, such a special island, with great special people. America was founded for independence, and the future was helped and built with people who are Irish, who wanted Ireland to be free from British rule, and for the settlers in the US. And so, yeah, Ireland had a big part to play there as well. And US never really, as a gift when it comes to sport, introduced basketball to Ireland. And Ireland never embraced basketball, but I know that Ireland are more likely to embrace basketball than the UK. But this never has actually happened. And despite the NBA organisation of the Boston Celtics, the connection between the Boston Celtics and Ireland should be the biggest connection there is. But I'm a Philadelphia 76ers fan, personally, but yeah. And Ireland more open. The kindness, the hospitality of the Irish, the Americans, and the Canadians can be the best and unrepayable kind of thing. You know, something you'll never get in the UK and lots of other places in the world. And I fully understand why a lot of Irish don't like or even hate the British, because what the British have done in Ireland, for there to be resentment, and for them to prefer to get support from Europe and America rather from the UK. I understand that completely, especially with the party in power in London and so on. When it comes to football, I wish the Republic of Ireland had so much higher quality. I mean, Evan Ferguson's a fantastic player, and I want Brighton to be able to secure his future at the Albion. But if Ireland could develop players who'd get interest from Bayern Munich, Barcelona, PSG, Napoli, Ajax, other big clubs, oh, Man City, Arsenal, and so on. Yeah, that'd be phenomenal. That's what Ireland should be striding towards. I know that football is not the number one sport in Ireland because obviously it's rugby, and what a rugby nation Ireland are, fantastic. But I know that if Ireland could embrace their footballing population with the potential they've got, with the ambition and hunger to be better to that standard, then on to another level. Um, but Ireland are number one in the world at rugby, and they're favourites to win the Rugby World Cup, and I hope they win the Rugby World Cup, 100%. Um, Also, I know with like cricket being English and not wanting to embrace too much stuff English, I get that a lot of people refuse to embrace or want to have any association with cricket. But the only format of cricket that in Ireland or the US can really be embraced is 2020. In fact, the US are going to start a Major League 2020 league this summer. Check it out in your cities or states. Because I know Test match or anything longer than one day cricket, people will not be interested unless you got the patience and so on to do so, which is exceptional because it can be so boring sometimes. I can trust you. I can promise you that. Um, but yeah, and Ireland has much more potential than Brexit Britain. I mean, the NHS is suffering in the UK because so many NHS workers have gone back to Europe because of Brexit. But that opens doors to working as um, medical specialists in Ireland as well as in Europe. Obviously, the NHS is unique and great, but a stupid referendum which never been called for, and people numpties voting to leave has led to that. So yeah, and also a lot of industries are suffering, and the excuses that come up are from the top, from apparent leadership, is the pandemic when the reality is Brexit. And also the bid to co-host Euro 2026 would be fantastic if it gets to go. But the only reason why UEFA or whoever would not give it would be because of what happened at Wembley at the end of the Euro 2020 final, where English hooligans stormed Wembley and were absolutely disgrace to football, disgrace to England, and yeah, that's just crap. And I guess the King's coronation is not going to be so not going to gain so much interest from Ireland. Don't blame you, to be honest. And from the US, again, don't blame me, to be honest. So yeah. I love it. We've got the NBA finals, NBA playoffs, sorry, starting this week. And I love basketball. But yeah, I think cricket as well is fun to watch, like, as well. Now, cricket season starting and so on. But yeah, when it comes to Ireland against England, I have to be honest, I would go for Ireland more. Republic of Ireland, as that's where my connections are and so on. But the reason why I directed to the US as well is because of Biden's visit to Ireland, and on the 25th anniversary of the Good Friday Agreement, and how big it is for Ireland and everyone with connections to Ireland, and also how it's the Irish, well, people in the US with Irish ancestry and so on. So yeah, it's big, and I thought I had to make this video because I have connections in America as well. So I lived in America actually for 3 years when I was younger. So I know Philadelphia quite well. I know New York quite well, and so on. And the hospitality and the decency of American people was just incredible, incredible, and and I think it's only common sense that Biden gets voted in for another 4 years over a criminal. So that would be the best for America, and yeah, and great for Ireland, and also great for world stability and so on, because of the inconvenience of Russia and China. I wish Hong Kong and Taiwan could be independent and free. Same with all of Ukraine, and Ukraine could be part of the UN like Finland and Sweden. So yeah. Right, thanks. I'm out. Bye. Don't know what that was about, but thanks. Bye.